All right, go on to example number 6. So last one for this section here. And basically, all we want to do now is just rewrite our radical so that it's in its lowest terms, meaning that there shouldn't be a common factor in both the numerator and the denominator. And we're just going to factor that out and simplify it, and then we're going to be done here. So these ones aren't going to be too crusty here. So if we look at first the numerator, 24 minus 36 radical 7, see how both terms have a common factor, meaning that there is a number that you can divide into 24 and 36. So what we want to do right now is let's go ahead and factor out the biggest number that multiplies into or divides into 24 and 36. And I believe 12, right? 12 goes into 24 and 36, so I'm going to take out a 12. Well, if I factor out 12, what goes back inside, right? So I say 12 times what is 24? 12 times 2, right? Minus 12 times what is 36? Well, it's going to give us 3 radical 7, right? So if I distribute this back, I get my original problem back. So basically what this is called is the GCF, the greatest common factor, all right? And that's all over 16. Now, okay, now that we have our greatest common factor factored out here, okay, we can go ahead and simplify these right here. And let me just make a short note. Okay, if something is connected by a plus or a minus sign, like this is 24 minus 36, these are connected, which means I can't start doing this and say, oh, you know, like I'm going to divide that by 2 and then divide that by 2. Okay, you can't do that when something's connected by a plus or a minus, okay? No. But right here now, see, this 12 is not connected by a plus or minus. It's connected by a multiplication sign, and that's what you want. You want it to be multiplied because you can pull factors out when they're multiplied. So now, what number divides into 12 and 36? Well, 4, right? So that means I can divide top and bottom by 4. And so now that becomes 3 over 2 minus 3 radical 7 all over 4. Okay, so I divide 12 by 4 and 16 by 4. And so this is our final answer. But another way of writing that is you can go ahead and distribute that 3. So that's 6 minus 9 radical 7 all over 4. Both answers are correct. One is factored and then one is multiplied out right there. Okay. Looking at now part B. So again, we want to simplify this guy here. All right. So I can't do this. I can't cross out that x right there. That's a no, because this 2x is connected by a plus sign. So we can't do that. Let me go back here. But what we need to do is that we have to simplify this guy, and let's see if we can factor out something. All right. So what I want to do first is let's just take this right here, and let's just simplify radical 32x squared. And we've been doing a lot of these now, so hopefully this should be pretty good here. So square root of 32 is square root of 16 times square root of 2. And then that's square root of x squared, right? Square root of 16 is 4, and that's just going to stay a radical 2. And this is nice because this is the 2 right here, so 2 divided by 2 is 1 time, so right there. So this really just all becomes 4x radical 2. Okay, so we were able to simplify radical 32x squared as being just simply 4x radical 2. All right, so now I'm going to rewrite my problem, but I'm going to replace this guy with 4x radical 2. So I have 2x plus 4x radical 2, okay, and that's all over 6x. All right, so now can I factor anything out of the numerator? Is there a GCF that you can factor out of 2x plus 4x radical 2? Well, yeah, don't they each have a 2x in common? Okay, so I'm going to factor out a 2x because they have a 2x here and there's a 2x right here. So 2x times 1 is 2x. And then 2x times what gives me back this? Well, it's going to be just 2 radical 2. 2x times 2 is 4x, and then I get my radical 2 right there. And that's all over 6x, right? So now, this is nice. The 2 goes into 6 3 times, and the x's cancel. So then we finally get 1 plus 2 radical 2 all over 3. Oh, that's a weird different kind of pen. Yeah, so 1 plus 2 radical 2 all over 3.